My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are going to have a look at DMs in a circle. What are they saying about you? Because that can give us the atmosphere of what's happening right now and what might be happening in DM's life. Now, before we get into that, guys, let me just thank you for your amazing energy on the live. I think at peak it was at 325 persons on the live all at once. Okay, so that was just absolutely amazing. Doesn't 325 reduce to 10? So endings, right? Endings and new beginnings. So it's just absolutely amazing the way that you guys welcomed Angela. Thank you so much for that. You really felt your love and your presence, and it was just a good set of people that were on so many diverse beliefs. I could see that when we started calling in our connection to the light, but at the same time there's just this great co-creation going on that just made it absolutely amazing and beautiful, and so many people from all over the world. So I thank you guys for being there. So let's get into this. It is going to be an extended reading. I am going to be using the Arcanum Tarot that was donated, or rather given to me for Christmas by Sandra C. So thank you so much. I absolutely love this deck. And it's very much like the Talim. I think it's part of a trilogy. Yeah. All right, so it's giving me an idea. But anyway, let us get into this reading, guys. So we're going to see what DM's Inner Circle is saying about you. But before that, I'm going to do a little energy check-in. And what I also want to tell you guys as well is if you are feeling some purging or you're going through some purging, this is also normal. I got that feedback from quite a few people. And it ranges, a lot of people reporting a lot of anger. Okay, a lot of anger, resentment coming up, issues with family members. I mean, it's like a lot of things coming up for healing and purging. So don't be surprised if you're crying, you're feeling angry, especially. I think that's one of the most reported symptoms I found. If you're feeling angry or anything like that, memories coming up from the past, whether with your DM or other people. Okay, it's just a big purge. Okay, so roll with it. Drink lots and lots of water. That really helps. I mean, you're not going to drown yourself, right? But try to drink a lot of fresh water, not from the tap. If you can get from a natural source, that would be wonderful. And just stay away from a lot of fatty and oily foods right about now. Try to keep it fresh. All right. So let's go. We're asking, how is DM feeling about you at this time? About you, not about anybody else. About you. All right. We got some cards that are turned over already. So this is my emotional intelligence deck. Let's see what's already turned over. All right. We have amused. I don't know what he's amused at. I'm going to find out for you guys. It could be that you make him happy, or maybe he's also having memories coming up and experiencing a lot of joy. But we have in love. So these are all related to you. Feelings of worthlessness coming up. And this may also be part of, he might be going through the purge as well, because remember, whatever you do to your your energetic body, you also do to your connection. So he might be going through that as well. We have anxious, avoidant. I'm going to pull some cards on all of these for you guys. I never leave you out. Purposeless. I think looking for purpose. Why am I here? Why am I going through all of this? Why me? That's the questions that I'm hearing. We have relieved. I don't leave you guys out in the cold. I'm going to go through all of these things. And it's 8 cards that came out. So that's a strength card. We have some inner child wounding coming up for healing. And we also have hopeless. So it's a mixed bag for them, like literally mixed. We have 4 positive cards, and we have 4 not so positive cards. So it looks like someone who feels torn. That's the energy I'm getting. It's someone who's feeling like they're torn in two. Like any moment they really don't know how to feel, because there's so much going on in their life. But all these energies are related to you, DF. Let me just make an adjustment. I think what I'll do, Let me just pull the cards down a tad. Okay, maybe that might be better than trying to adjust the camera at this point. And I heard a message coming through as a, like, it's like when you can't change a situation, you can change your position in it. That's what I heard, right? When you can't change the situation, you can change your position. There's always a choice. Even when we think that there's no choice or there's no move to make on the board, there's always a move to make on the board. All right, so let's see. Even if that move is to let go, let somebody else win. There's always a move on the board. Even if it is to surrender, there's always a move on the board. It may not seem like it, but there's always a move on the board. And sometimes when surrendering feels like losing, surrendering is really winning. Because it really depends on what you're surrendering, isn't it? Okay. So let's have a go at these energies. You see, there's a sword of truth coming out. It's about seeing everything clearly, your life, yourself, and really searching for that part of truth. This is the energy that I'm feeling with this, because I always don't, when I pull out this particular deck, I always don't notice a snake. I always focus on the sword, but today I'm really focusing on the snake, and it's crystal cotal, right? So it is all about that search for truth, but it is also about regeneration. It's about transformation as well. Okay, so let us get into this. I was just looking for something. If I find it, no, I don't find it. I'm not going to bother. Woo. The Amused card. Well, it is definitely related to you, right? In my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies, and all upright court cards are divine energies. So they see you in all your glory. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's grounded, she's nurturing. She got a lot of shit going on, and she's managing very well. She can turn anything into gold. You see, she has that Midas touch. And I think thinking about you really alleviates his mood. Now, I see here an 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You know what I get here? Kind of self-derision. It's like you've had the last laugh. He's seen you there shining, and yet in his life, it looks like things aren't going so well, especially in terms of where finances is concerned. So this is him, really kind of laughing at himself. You've had the last laugh. Really amused at how life can turn out. You make a decision thinking something would be more stable or something would be more abundant, and yet the thing that you reject turned out to be the more stable offer. So you just laugh at yourself at this time. I think as well, you may have walked away from the situation. It looks like that. That's what I'm getting. You may have walked away from the situation. Maybe he thinks that you're coming back at some point. But I think he's really amused at the ironies of life, the ironies of life. Because I think now that you've either set a boundary or walked away, this is when he's really acknowledging his feelings. Ain't life weird? Let's see the in love card. That's when he's now acknowledging his feelings. That's when you want to stand into his power. That's when you want to manifest a new beginning, and there you are, you're gone. You're gone. Yeah. All the time he was conflicted and confused, overthinking things, okay? Wasn't doing shit. But now that it's over, he wants to manifest this new beginning. He's now realizing that this was wish fulfillment. That's how it works sometimes. Feeling worthless, feeling not good enough, okay? And I think for a lot of you, if your DM has been in and out, that is the energy that is driving that in and out behavior. It's like at one moment they get that moment of courage and they rush in, and the next moment when they feel that energy, that divine feminine energy, they rush right back out because they just don't feel like they're good enough. Yeah. This person that we're tapping into, whoever it is, They know that you're a soulmate, but they keep going back and forth in their head because the question that they're asking themselves is, am I good enough? Am I good enough? They're also afraid of being hurt with that anxious avoidant energy, which is also hot and cold energy, just like that Knight of Wands. Okay, because this is a person, they want that connection, they want that love, but that fear of rejection feels like a life or death situation to them. Okay, yep. They're afraid. I think this person may have had a dysfunctional childhood or a dysfunctional family, and whatever they downloaded about love when they were young, it made them very commitment phobic. Okay, but there you are the Queen of Cups. They're feeling all this loving energy, this divine feminine energy. So this is where they're at. This part of them is saying, hell no, you can't do this, and this part is saying, oh, I'm in love. Hell no, I'm in love. So you see the back and forth energy. They can't, it's like it's their programming and their heart, their programming and their heart, their mind, their heart, their mind. And that is why they flip back and forth like that. You might be thinking that they're playing mind games with you, but this person is someone who is torn, their mind and their heart are at war, right? And they feel purposeless. They just don't feel like they're good enough. And that's why we're in that pride and ego there, okay? That's why they're in that pride. They're overthinking every bloody thing. Look, we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. And if it's one person that will overthink, it is the Knight of Pentacles reverse. That's their job. That's paranoia, right? So they're paranoid. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Maybe if this person sees the real me, they wouldn't love me. Those are the kind of thoughts that are going through this person's mind that we're dealing with here. Now, they are feeling relieved. Why? It looks like you walked away or something. And even though they are absolutely heartbroken and grieving, some of the pressure that they felt, some of the angst that they felt is kind of off their shoulder because they're kind of back in that comfort zone where they're still kind of in control. You make this person feel out of control and they really don't like it. And this is an inner child wound. And it's something that's coming up for healing though. There's something that's coming up for healing. There's something that's rising out of DM's unconscious or subconscious for healing here. We have that moon reverse, and the moon is about the subconscious and the unconscious. So there's something there that's coming up for healing. Yep. Some kind of addiction that DM needs to walk away from. I'm also getting that there's an abandonment wound that's come up for healing as well. I really do think either recently or in the not so distant past, I think you laid a boundary and you walked away, and this is triggering a serious abandonment wound. They're feeling hopeless. Why? Yeah, because they're not standing in their power. They were giving their power away. And look at them now, feeling absolutely depressed, feeling like they're living in some kind of nightmare. Okay, this person wants to come and talk to you. They thought you would always wait on them, and it just didn't happen. It looks like you moved on, and this is what's pushing them into that downward spiral here. So I see a person who is really torn and tortured at this time. I think you walked away or you laid a boundary or something like that, and this is pushing this person to acknowledge their feelings, not just for you, but also their feelings of abandonment that make them very commitment phobic. So there's a lot going on with this person at this time. So let us see how their mood, your person's mood, is affecting the people around them and what they're saying about you. Because you see this kind of energy we're seeing here, you can't hide this. The people that are closest to your DM are going to pick up on their vibration, okay? And they're going to put two and two together, all right? So let's see what they're saying about you. We're going to look first at their dad or their male influential figure. Now, this person, I said male, but let us say masculine, all right? Because this person may not necessarily be in a male body, okay? So let's see. the masculine influential figure in their life, not necessarily in a male body. What do we have under the deck? We have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is them no longer working on a particular situation. Anyway, what is their dad? Or I'm going to say the masculine influential figure in their life. I'm saying about you and the connection. We have the Strength card. Leo. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. What are they saying about this? The masculine energy in their life is urging them to be strong, okay? To stand in their power. But I think that's where that positive message, message stops. This person is telling your person to think about what the public will say. Think about what the public will say. That's what I heard with this card. That's 6 of Wands. Be strong. Stand up. I'm hearing that. You know what they say? Man up, man up, man up. Stand up like a man. Be strong. What will other people say? Release this third party here. Okay? It looks like you might be the third party. Release this third party here and accept your destiny. And this person, whoever we're tapping into, thinks that your person's destiny lies with the karmic. That's what I'm getting with this lineup. Tell them, be strong. Don't give in to this. What will people think? You have to stay strong for public appearances. Okay? You've made your bed. Lie in it. Release this third party. So the masculine energy in their life is asking them to release you. This is what I'm getting with this lineup today. If you get something different, that's beautiful, because you are also a reader when I'm reading. But this is a message that came through when I saw this lineup. Okay? What are their extended family members, especially their closest cousins, saying about you and this relationship? We have the High Priestess. Pisces and Scorpio, but I also read it as the opposite polarity, Taurus and Virgo. Well, we know what that is, guys. We have the 4 of Cups. Hey, it seems to be a consistent message over there. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is also why your person's torn. They're not getting much support from their inner circle. Okay, we have the Arcanum in reverse. I always see this as a creator card, but this is also a card about strength, and it is in reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, same message as the male influential figure. They're telling him she's a witch, right? She's a witch. She's worked her magic on you. You're bound. Okay? She's done something to you. Okay? You don't really want this cup of love. She's done something to you. Okay? You have to reject this cup of love here. Hold back your feelings. And this is not a time to follow your passions or your emotions. This is a time to hold back. That's what they're telling this person. I'm telling him not to accept this cup of love here. Don't do it. You don't really want it. That's what they're saying. You don't really want it. She's done something to you. It's just a sexual thing. It's just a sexual thing. It's going to pass. Hold back. Hold back your emotions. Hold back your feelings. It's going to pass. You don't want this. She's done something to you. That's what they're telling you. She's done something to you. That's what I'm getting with this, guys. So you see why your person is so conflicted. There's no support in their corner. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. So this is turning out to be a very triggering reading, but I'm letting you know the truth. There's no support in your person's corner. And this is what makes, making whatever decision that they want to make really hard. Because if they really decide to follow their heart or to follow their passion, it's going to be a big fallout. Okay. What is their work wife or work husband saying about you and the situation? We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel this person is different. We have the Hierophant. Taurus. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Now this person, they're a mixed bag. I'll tell you why. What am I getting with this person? This person, they are seeing your person in pain, and they know that your person is in pain. Okay, and they're urging your person to stop juggling. But what they're asking your person to do is to be faithful to whatever current contract that they are in. So if your person is in a marriage, they're asking your person to be faithful and to stop juggling the two situations. If they were juggling something with you and somebody else, they're asking your person as well to stop putting any time, effort, and energy into this connection, because it's only going to result in some kind of emotional fallout. Now, it could swing another way. But I have to pull a card on this Eight of Pentacles, because this Eight of Pentacles could mean they're urging your person to follow their heart and no longer invest in some current contract that they're in, to stop juggling and make a decision. It could be that, but I have to see what this Eight of Pentacles means, okay? Just let me pull a card that I don't know what it is. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So my first impression of this person was correct. Okay, so the message that they're getting for your person, the message that they're telling your person, they're seeing your person in pain, and they're asking your person to make a decision. And they're saying whatever decision that you make sure that it's a decision where you are loving yourself. Make sure it's a decision where you're choosing to walk away from toxicity. Make sure you're walking towards what you've always wanted, what was going to make you happy, whatever contract you choose. This person is supporting them no matter what they choose. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, so if your person chooses to remain faithful to whatever current contract they're in, this person is there for them to support them. If your person chooses to release this contract, their current contract, that's been full of pain and betrayal, and make a decision not to further invest in them, to love themselves, this person also has their back. So you see this work wife or work husband, this is the one I feel the true friend here. Because it looks like this person has a real inside look as to your person's emotional health and well-being. Okay? And your person right now is in pain. That Ten of Swords in reverse. What are their children or people that they might mentor? People who are younger than themselves, right? People who they might mentor saying about you and this connection. Their children or people who they might mentor, people who are younger than them. Okay. We have Knight of Swords in reverse. Gemini. We have Two of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius energy. And we have the Ten of Wands. Oh, these young people not playing. They're telling your person, listen, release the burden. Whatever burdensome situation that they're in with some kind of very narcissistic energy. Look, we have there. Now, remember I say my readings, role reverse court cards are karmic energies. I have 2 cards that represent narcissism. And one of them is a sun reverse and the other one is a king of swords reverse. When the king of swords reverse, this is someone who just, they have not been diagnosed yet, that's all. But trust me, this is a narcissist. Queen of swords reverse, she has narcissistic tendencies. But king of swords reverse, this is a narcissist. So they're telling this person to release this karmic energy in their life. If your person is in some sort of relationship or a marriage, you're telling this person, listen, you need to get rid of that because you're not living your truth. You're not living your truth there. You're living a lie. You're living a lie. This is time to release the burden. And then when the 10 of wands goes to the ace of wands, so they're also telling your person to follow their heart, follow their passions. Do what makes them happy. Release this tie to this person who has been abusing them, because this is verbal abuse. This is verbal abuse and this is pathological lying. And this is a connection where there is no love. The 2 of cups in reverse. This is like the devil card. It's toxic. It's codependent. So they're telling your person, it's time to release that. You've carried that burden long enough. Release that. I heard life is short. Oh, those young people aren't playing. I heard life is short. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this to the extended. And what we're going to do there, we're going to look at what their closest siblings are telling them. But I think the main energy here, quite frankly, is that there are not a lot of people that are supporting your DM, especially the more influential persons, and like the family members aren't supportive of your DM. Following their heart, following their passions. They're telling them, you know what? For public appearances, you already have something stable going on. That is the kind of energy that's coming through from the family members. Okay, but persons outside of the family seem to be having your DMs back, like no matter what he chooses. Okay, all right. So in the extended, they're going to look at what their closest siblings are saying. Let's see if that family theme continues. Okay, we're going to look at what their mom or the male feminine energy in their life is saying. We're going to look at what their best friend, both the feminine best friend and the masculine best friend, is saying. We're going to look at what their social group or their clique is saying. We're going to look at what the karmic is saying. And then we know what? We're going to get some advice for you from spirit, okay? So guys, join me in the extended. Let us see what else is going on there. But it looks like the general theme is there's no support from the family, but there's support from the closest friends who really know DMing. That's what it looks like so far. All right, guys, take care. Bye.